Okay, these are the notes on part 1 of the geometric sequences that we're going to be working with, and this is for the explicit one. Tomorrow we'll do recursive. So a geometric sequence, in a geometric sequence, each term is multiplied by the same number. This is called the common ratio. Okay, so let's look at a few of them and determine if they're geometric or not. Okay, so here what you do, you kind of work backwards. You do 6 divided by 3, which is 2. Then you do 12 divided by 6, which is 2. 24 divided by 12 is 2. And 48 divided by 24 is 2. So this one is geometric. Okay, here 2 divided by 1 is 2. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5, I believe. Yes. So I can already tell this is not geometric, but let's just do the last one. So 4 divided by 3 is 1.3. Repeating. Okay, so this one is not geometric. It's actually arithmetic, because it goes up by 1 each time. Okay, let's look at this one. So here, down here at number 3, I'm going to do 4 divided by 10, and that is 0.4. Now I'm going to do 1.6 divided by this, let's see, by 4, and that's also 0.4. And 0.64 divided by, 1.6 is 0.4. So this one is also geometric. Okay, last one over here. I'm going to do negative 10 divided by 2 to get negative 5. And then I'm going to do 50 divided by negative 10. And that's negative 5. And then negative 250 divided by 50 is negative 5. So this one is geometric. So when you're doing this, the common ratio could be just a regular whole number, it could be a decimal, it could be a negative number, it could even be a negative decimal. Okay, so it can kind of be a little bit of everything. Okay, let's look at the formula for geometric explicit. It's very similar to arithmetic explicit. The only thing different is now we're multiplying here instead of adding. So just like with the arithmetic, this is the first term. And the R, instead of the common difference, this is now the common ratio. And the ends, that's the term you're solving for. So if it says solve for the 20th term, you would plug in 20 for both of those ends. Okay, let's do, I think, 3 of them. Yeah. Okay, so this one, find the 8th term. So this would be a sub 8 equals, and I take the first term, so 3 times, and then the common ratio, so 9 divided by 3 is 3, 27 divided by 9 is 3. So R equals 3. And then N is 8, so 8 minus 1. And I'm okay if you just put 7 there, that's fine. So this is 3 times 3 to the 7th. So on your calculator, you can type it in just like this, 3 times 3 to the 7th. Do not do 3 times 3, enter, and then to the 7th power. You got to do order of operations, where you do exponents first. So it should look something like that. And that is 6,561. You're going to get larger numbers for this one. For all the geometric ones, you're going to get fairly large numbers because you're multiplying each time. Okay, let's look at number 2. So I'm going for the 10th term, so a sub 10 equals negative 3 times 6 divided by negative 3 is negative 2, negative 12 divided by 6 is negative 2. So r is negative 2. So here, I'm going to put it inside parentheses because I'm raising it to a power. So if it's a negative, it definitely needs to be inside parentheses if you're squaring it or raising it to any sort of power. So this would be 10 minus 1. So this is negative 3 times negative 2 to the 9th. Make sure that negative 2 is inside parentheses. So negative 3 times negative 2 to the 9th. So this is 1,536. Okay, one more like this. Okay, notice over here I put round to the 100th. You're going to get a decimal on this one. So 5 divided by 10 is 0.5. And 2.5 divided by 5 is 0.5. So here r equals 0.5. So my formula will be a sub 7 equals 10 times 0.5 to the 7 minus 1. So this is 10 times 0.5 to the 6th. And I'm going to round that to the 100th, so that would be 0.16. Okay, I have 2 more. This is the easy part where you just write the formula. So here it doesn't say which term you're solving for, so it's just in general a sub n equals, take the first term, which is 2, times the common ratio. Let's see, 4 divided by 2 is 2, 8 divided by 4 is 2. So r equals 2. So 2 to the n minus 1. And that's it. And here, let's find the common ratio first. So 7.5 divided by negative 30 is negative 0.25. Let's just double check over here. Negative 1.875 divided by 7.5 is also negative 0.25, so we're good. So a sub n equals negative 30 times negative 0.25 to the n minus 1. Okay, that is it for your notes for today. You can go ahead and get started on the assignment. Hopefully this wasn't too bad.